I, a tender young maid, have been courted by many of all sorts and trades, if ever was any. A spruce haberdasher.
This episode of Ladies Unlaced, sponsored by The Gilded Lily, Victorian Treasures and Renaissance Luxuries. Why be good? Then you can be gilded. Now presenting your ladies of Chaste Treasure.
Guten Abend, meine Freunde. Welcome to Ladies Unlaced. It is I, Fräulein Elsa, and I'm just waiting for a few of my friends to appear. Some of the ladies, they're running a little bit behind, but when they get here, I'm sure that Lady Rosaline will let them into the room. So, Lady Rosaline, has anybody arrived yet? Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, good day, Elsa. It's been such a grand time to see you. I haven't seen you in so long. Why aren't you wearing any clothes there?
That's a very good question. Why are you wearing clothes? Lady Mairin, why are you wearing clothing?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't wear tonight.
Toodaloo.
I feel very underdressed right now. The show is called Ladies Unlaced, ladies. You do realize this, yes?
Well, I have no laces, as you can see.
Oh my goodness, did I forget? Today is the relaced episode, isn't it?
It sure enough is.
Oh my goodness. Well, perhaps we should introduce ourselves to our fans because I know many of them have not met the three of you. So we shall begin. I am Fräulein Elsa von Berg.
Oh, and I am Anya. I'm from Ireland. Cheers.
Lady Mairin from Ireland.
And I am Lady Cecily of Nottinghamshire.
And together we are
Chaste Treasure!
We did it.
Prost, my friends.
That was well
So how
done.
was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, it was fantastic. I ate all the sides and drank all the whiskey.
Oh, we have greetings from Victoria and Donald. Donald, who's a regular of ours. Victoria, I don't believe I've seen you before. Welcome. Welcome to Ladies Unlaced. I really do feel underdressed. Anthony Medici, good to see you. I'm going to cover just for one moment. There we go.
Why would you deny us the pleasure of seeing your bare shoulders?
We love it.
Fine, I shall stay like this momentarily. Perhaps later I will find some
Now I have something to be thankful for.
Well, I am thankful to all of you and for all of our fans who continue to come visit our Ladies Unlaced shows every week. Valentine or Valentine, it is nice to meet you. Chaos, I love that last name. Methinks that mayhaps it's not the original last name of that person. The Minstrel Raven, willkommen.
Oh, good day.
So ladies, you three are not regulars with Chaste Treasure anymore. We don't see you very often. It makes me very sad. In fact, this is the first time that I'm meeting two of you this evening. I've met Lady Cecily at Lady Morgan's nuptials, but Lady Anya and Lady Mairin, tell us a little bit about yourselves, since our fans may not know you from the fairs that you have been at. Why don't you start, Lady Mairin?
Sure. So Lady Morgan rescued me, as it were, from a very proper Irish girls group at Ye Old Parf, as it happened to be. I've performed over at Varf as well as at the Hampton Roads Pirate Festival. So that's where I come from.
Excellent. Anya?
Oh, well, in the Renaissance Fair world, you might have seen me in Florida, or you might now currently see me at, and not currently, because of course, 2020, am I right? Need to drink for that one. But I will first tell you, I'm at the Pleasure Fair, the Southern California Renaissance Festival. So that's a grand time.
That sounds like something that Chaste Treasure needs to go to.
It sure does.
Indeed, for I am also in that area, and it would be maybe I would once again sing with you if it were only a brief carriage ride to the location.
Well, you could always come and sing with me. I perform all the time, and I do Dulcimer karaoke. I love having people come and sing with me.
I may do just that.
Willkommen, Brooke. We have a newcomer to our show this evening. The first time she's been able to make it here online. Same with Catherine. Welcome in. It's so nice to have you all here. Having a show on Black Friday, as they call it, I think that makes a difference. People aren't rushing home from work. Mayhaps they had the day off today. So
Oh, I'm not Russian, I'm Irish.
yes, Lady Katya's our only Russian bud. Now, Lady Cecily, where are you from originally?
Oh yes. Well, my Renaissance Fair background goes quite far back. If as far back as 1999, if you can believe that. In that.
I cannot. You weren't even born in 1999.
I was very young when I did begin at Bristol Renaissance Fair. And then upon my moving to more eastern shores, I performed in many Renaissance fairs up and down the East Coast with a comedy troupe. And then with Chase Treasure, I have performed in, is it Montana, yes? Yes.
Oh, hey, we did Montana together.
Yes.
It was a grand time.
And it was lovely. And that is my one and only Chase Treasure performance.
Oh, yes. And
I did it perfectly, and I never need to do it again.
That's the way to end your career right there.
This evening, and we are going to sing a live song later on. So this will be your second Chase Treasure performance.
Huzzah!
Lady Rosaline is not so subtly reminding me that we are working this evening for tips. So please, fans, if you are pleased with what you are seeing, put a tip in our virtual chest. So Lady Áine's actual chest, she's showing us her beautiful cleavage right now.
It could hold so many 20s.
20s, 50s will show you the secret slots. Hello, Don Jester from Spain. My goodness, thank you. You've come quite a way on this interwebs for us.
Don is a fan from our shows in Virginia, so it's so lovely to have you, Don.
And Jay
that's fantastic.
Mullen from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm seeing so many new faces this evening.
Missouri! They would know me! Hello!
Missouri, were you in Missouri?
Wait, no, that's different than Montana. Never mind, forget me.
I always get confused about that as well, because MO is the abbreviation for Missouri, and MN, I believe, is the abbreviation for Montana, or is it MT? MT is the abbreviation for Montana.
And
I used to live in one of the M states, and I still don't.
Mississippi is MI.
Is it? No, that's Michigan.
Geography is hard.
Michigan is MI. Mississippi is MS.
No, Michigan is MN.
Nope. I grew up in Michigan. Fräulein
Oh.
Elsa from Michigan, yes.
Well, then I defer to your expertise.
like most people who are from Michigan, I can show you my hand and where I grew up.
Yes.
Here.
Oh,
I have a small freckle right there on the back of my hand. So
that's quite lovely.
I think that's part of being from Michigan. You have to have a freckle from where you're from, right? Isn't that how it
exactly.
goes?
It's genetic. It just comes when you are from Michigan. You grow freckles. Even if you weren't born there, but you spent most of your life there, you grow the freckles in the places that you live. It's in the border. It's most definitely in the border.
That's how it goes.
I
Just
love
like
that.
in Flint.
Oh. I love that folks from Wisconsin have to do the backwards hand or the opposite hand from all of our Michiganders. And it's the imposter hand, as it were. So
That I was just going to say. I was going to say we have both spent time in Wisconsin, and I was going to say we have a hand as well. I am sinister or awkward, as they say. I am left-handed, so I felt like it was right for me.
I guess Catalina would show us where she's from, except she would get out a large boot and point at it on there.
I used to live in Florida, but I don't think I should show you that one.
What are you hiding from us, Anya, underneath all of those layers?
Crocodiles.
I don't, but also any ladies that do have one are completely valid.
So we are receiving some comments about our geography, Lady Rosaline, confirming the various state abbreviations.
Oh.
Yes.
Thank you. I actually do love state abbreviations. I actually did spend quite a long time looking at them the other day, but apparently I didn't look at them long enough because I messed it up. Look, sometimes I go down what they refer to as ye rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm.
And yes.
From
But that's
experience,
a very
it's true.
important question that I had planned to ask you ladies this evening, because knowing things like state abbreviations, some people might say is rather boring. But you find excitement in it.
I do.
So my question for all of you is, everyone always wants to know some exciting fact about you. I would like to know the most boring thing about you possibly share. How about you, Lady Mairin? Can you think of something horribly boring that you'd like to share?
I mean, I'm a college professor, so I stand in front of people and list as many boring facts as humanly possible nearly every day of my life. So,
and see, I find that extremely exciting.
Oh, well, there you go.
So there you go. The things that we find maybe perhaps boring about ourselves, other people like our fans might find exciting. How about you, Lady Áine?
I woke up this morning.
On the
Granted,
right
I
side
think,
of the grass?
but that's actually kind of exciting if you think about it. I know it's boring, but it's also a good thing. So
Any morning when you wake up
it happens.
is a good morning.
So it's boring because it happens to everybody, hopefully. But
we hope so, especially right now. Waking up on the right side of the grass is an excellent thing. How about you, Lady Cecily?
Oh, I enjoy reading recipes. Not cooking them. I just enjoy reading them, especially very old ones. I have several Victorian cookbooks. I enjoy them because you'll get recipes for how to serve a picnic of 80 of your friends. And in it are instructions on how you should pack the carriage, and all of the recipes are very bizarre. They're all fish sauces and creams and gelatins, and I adore it. That is my boring fact.
Oh, I find that actually rather exciting as well. Oh, Lady Mairin is boring from Rev Tommy.
I agree.
Tommy is one of our favorites. Lady Cecily, I enjoy looking at 1960s recipe manual.
Ooh, yes.
All the
Jello, and a bit more Jello.
Everything in some sort of gelatin.
Everything you can do with canned or processed food.
It's quite disgusting, and I find it fascinating.
Anytime you can get the pasteurized cheese product, right, upon something that it just doesn't belong upon, which, as someone who now lives in the state of Wisconsin, any processed cheese product belongs in the trash can. But
curds
you understand.
Curds.
We have a comment from Jason Smallin, who's jumped up here, who's thrilled to join us. I think this is, as I said, I think it might be his first time, or at least his first time commenting. But they've been catching up on all the previous episodes. I'm so glad. And we love you as well. We love all of our fans for coming to see our shows. I'm so excited that you've chosen to come as a VIP for one of our shows in the future. Ladies, I don't know if you know this, because
I don't know.
Are you joining us for the first time in a long time? But we're offering VIP backstage passes to our regular shows in the new year. Thank you, Lady Áine. It is a VIP access pass. You get a moment backstage with the ladies after the show. It is at a $40 level purchase. But if you decide that you would really like to have something underneath your Christmas tree for your loved one, for an additional $10, we will send that backstage pass laminated, just like one you would get for a rock concert, to your home, so that you can wrap it up and put it underneath.
I adore that.
I tell you, we enjoy meeting our fans, and it's something that we don't have the opportunity to really do at Renaissance festivals, because so often we have shows scheduled one after another, or we are required to go to the King's Feast and do an appearance here and an appearance there. The chance to actually mingle with our fans is extremely exciting, and the fact that we are offering this up as a gift for you to purchase for your loved ones for the holidays, I think is amazing. So thank you so much for purchasing that, Jason.
In this, as we say, quarantined world, it is wonderful that these little extra tidbits have come out. What a lovely consequence of a scary time.
It's a way that we are finding that we can connect with others, just like these shows. I don't know about, did anybody here have a Zoom's Thanksgiving with friends or family?
Yes, I heard of it and did it.
Lady Áine, you looked like you were about to comment on that as well.
I also did one as well. Like, that's all I have to say. I did a Zoomsgiving, and it was fantastic.
Well, speaking of options that we have for our fans to purchase, another option we have are personalized verses. And Lady Mairin, speaking of Tommy Abbott, who commented earlier, has recorded a personalized verse for Tommy, and we're going to air it tonight. We usually don't air them during our episodes unless someone has purchased this, but this is a special episode with special ladies. So I would like to show your message to Tommy. Is that all right with you, Lady Mairin?
Oh, of course. Tommy knows how much I look crazy about him. So a dear fan and a dear song. So let's go for it.
Lady Rosaline?
Hello there, Tommy, my love. It's me. It's Lady Mairin of Chase Treasure. I heard that you wanted a particular verse from me, and I was so pleased, my dear friend. As you know, I care deeply about you, my love. So I wrote you this one. It has something to do with another one of the immigrants that Chase Treasure tends to work with a whole lot. It's Otto, yes, it's Otto, the German that no one suspects. He's kind and he's sweet, his writing so neat. Just take care what you send when dear Otto corrects. Bum, bum, bum. With Tommy Abbott have I had the pleasure of correspondence he sends at his leisure. I signed from your dear Irish lass, Otto wrote piece of ass. Now I write poems for him through Chase Treasure. Oh, Tommy, I felt so silly sending you this. It made me so happy. Thank you for making my weekend a little bit brighter. And never forget my Tommy boy. Oh, Tommy boy, I love you so. You take care, my dear. Thank you for requesting a song from me. Bye.
Huzzah, Lady Mairin, that was fucking delightful.
That was absolutely beautiful. I've never heard you sing before, Lady Mairin.
Well, now you have.
Now you have. It's such a beautiful voice you have there.
Thank you. And thank goodness for Lady Morgan rescuing me from the sweet group so I can have a bit more fun.
My ladies, we have some comments coming here.
Ooh.
There was Chase Treasure Thanksgiving feast. What would each lady bring?
I love this question.
Well, Cecily, why don't you answer first?
Oh dear. Oh, there's so many things. Yes, I would bring a whole huge whopping bowl of cranberry sauce. Because if I'm honest, that is my favorite part of a Thanksgiving feast. I could probably literally eat. So I have a recipe which I love, which is it's all canned, just like they did it in the old days, where it is very simple. It is a can of whole cranberries, a can of mandarin oranges, and a small packet of walnuts, and that is it. And you mix it up all together, and it is fantastic. That is what I would bring.
I think I need to try making that.
It's easy and so good.
Yeah, but Rosalind comments that she loves canned cranberry sauce, but she likes the kind that's gelatinous that comes right out of the can.
That is the kind I had this year, for it was difficult to get the kind I wanted from the grocery store this year. So I had to do with jellied, and I found it quite pleasant.
For me, the jellied has to go on sandwiches, like after Thanksgiving. In this area, Lady Cecily, since you're originally from this area, we have this lovely chain, Bava. Other people call it Wawa.
Oh, yes. That is truly the number one thing that I wish was out here. Yes. Well, I truly miss Wawa.
During the Thanksgiving holidays, they offer a dish called the gobbler, which is like Thanksgiving on a roll. And here in Delaware, where I reside, we have Capriati's, which is another chain, and they make the bobby. It's the same thing. It's stuffing and turkey and everything, but it also has a layer of that jelly cranberry sauce on it.
That's amazing.
What would you bring, Anya?
I'm Irish. I just bring some whiskey. Got to keep everybody lubricated, you know, in all the ways.
To get that dry turkey down. Lady Mairin?
Well, when we do get to spend our Thanksgivings with our loved ones, my job every year is to put together the most pretentious cheese board that anyone can put together. So I spend an ungodly amount
of cheese bars
of time researching a cheese board every year. So one does what one must. And now that I live in the land of cheeses, I am very disappointed that I've not yet gotten to put together like the most obnoxious cheese board of all time. So goals for next year. So
if you're making cheese boards for Thanksgiving, may Fräulein Elsa attend your Thanksgiving? Because
I'll bring some whiskey and trade with you. It'll be grand.
This sounds like the most perfect Thanksgiving that I could possibly imagine. So mayhaps we have one of those very soon.
Whiskey, cheese, and cranberry. I think that's all I need.
I think it's honestly, but you have not tried my personal stuffing yet. So our stuffing is a sausage.
What do you stuff with, Fräulein?
Sausage, of course.
Oh, I love stuffing with sausages. You must always stuff with sausages.
I tried, for a brief while in college, I tried stuffing with oysters, but
it didn't work as well.
That's a different story.
So it's a rice-based stuffing, rice and whole wheat bread and sage sausage by Jimmy Dean and apples and thyme and rosemary and all those delicious spices, and you put it together. I have brought it to so many Thanksgiving gatherings. As a traveling performer, I've spent Thanksgiving away from home nearly as much as I have spent it at home. So I bring this dish with me to share because as a German, food means love. And I think that's with many old world cultures. We show our love through food. Yes, Elsa is writing. Thank you, Rosalind. I am writing a song about sausages around the world.
Oh, I cannot wait to hear this one.
We will hopefully premiere that.
It might go well with my cheese board. So
yes, praise Jesus.
A whole charcuterie.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my goodness. In case of emergency, pray to Jesus.
Pray to Jesus. Oh. Well, if you like puns, then I say a toast.
A toast.
A toast.
A toast to bread. Because without bread, there'd be no toast.
Oh.
Lady Cecily, I think you also were selling yourself short when you said you don't cook. I heard a rumor that you have been baking during quarantine.
I have. I actually have, I did my own sourdough starter from the wild yeast in the air. I did. It takes a very long time. The books will tell you it takes 3 weeks, but it is not. You need at least 8 for it to be a strong enough yeast to make bread. But it went really well. I have a whole series of pictures. They started out very flat and dense, and then eventually I got a very nice round ball of sourdough bread that I made with my own little creatures that I collected.
Do you still have the creatures? Do you still have the starter?
I do. It's in the back of my refrigerator. They're sleeping now.
Make the bread on a regular basis.
I did for a while, but then I am out in Los Angeles, California, and we had several weeks of heat wave. And so I refrained greatly from using the oven. But now that it has gotten so cold here the last week, it's been frigid.
Cold, how much do you mean cold?
Well, it's been in the 60s. I'd say.
It's very difficult for those of us who live out here.
It's so cold. I've lost all my skills.
I need somebody to hold me.
I used to live in Wisconsin. I used to live in Philadelphia. Literally 6 months after moving out here, if it dropped below 70 degrees, I was freezing. I lost all of my skills.
Actually, Philadelphia has been quite warm recently, but I believe Lady Mairin probably has been nipply.
No, it's honestly, I took a quick walk earlier today and said to someone, it is so warm and lovely outside today. It was 42 degrees. I was so happy.
I do recall a time one year when I was there where it was so cold, it was below zero for so long that it got to zero. And everyone was like, oh, zero, T-shirts and shorts. and not joking, I literally did not need a coat because it had been negative 20 for 3 weeks.
But
I understand I grew up in the snowiest city in the country, in Syracuse, New York area. And so same problem where now I live in Los Angeles and
gone.
It's cold now.
Total wuss.
That's how I've spent quite a bit of time in Phoenix, Arizona. And then you're in Phoenix and it suddenly drops below 80 degrees. It's like, give me a sweater. It is freezing.
We have a lovely new question, I think.
Oh, Dan Hawkins wants to know, what is your favorite Christmas movie?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to jump on that. I saw it and it was such a lovely question. I got so excited about it.
Then why don't you answer it, Cecily?
I think in all honesty, it might have to be The Muppet Christmas Carol.
Me too.
It's beautiful. I watch it every year. I love it.
Well, speaking of Muppets, I'll tell you mine that most people don't understand or have never seen in their lives. But my absolute favorite Christmas movie is one called The Christmas Toy. And it is a Jim Henson movie. It's pretty much Toy Story, but long before Toy Story existed. And I highly recommend it. It's a beautiful film, and I think you can catch it on Disney Plus now.
Ooh,
but
I'm
yes,
writing it down.
It is a Jim Henson film, and it's from, I think, the 80s or 70s maybe. But I adore that film. I watch it every year. And it's a musical. So I think all the Chase Treasure fans would love it if you like our music.
That is a lovely recommendation.
One of my best friends knows it. Oh, this is one of our lovely fans who I've known for quite some time, Sherilyn Olsen. Sherilyn, are you also familiar with Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas? It is not, I will say, it is not my favorite, but my little sister, it is her absolute favorite Christmas movie, is Emmett Otter, and it's another Jim Henson film.
Oh, the Muppets.
There is a crossover one between the Muppets and Sesame Street. And so it aired on the television when I was a wee lass, right? And one of, if you live up in Wisconsin, one of the things you say if you love someone is watch out for deer, right? It's one of those like love language things. But with my mum, it's always that quote from the Jim Henson and Sesame Street crossover of "Don't step on the icy patch." That is always like the love language. Like as soon as you said the more obscure Muppet Christmas
and
thing.
I think in the movie you're talking about, it's also the only time you also see the Fraggles.
The Fraggles, absolutely. So
you know what the name of this film is, Lady Mairin?
I don't.
It's a Muppet Family Christmas.
A Muppet Family Christmas.
Ah.
Well,
and it is fantastic,
as it were. So for what that's worth.
Well, speaking of Christmas and Christmas movies in particular, speaking of Jim Henson, coming up in 2 weeks, we have our very special Christmas extravaganza special of Ladies Áine. And we will be premiering a new song from the 1970s. So it's not that new, but new to us. From one of the Sesame Street Christmas specials. So if you're a fan of the Muppets and Sesame Street, you should tune in. Oh, yes, most definitely. Peter is my favorite Muppet. So I'm going off of the Christmas Muppets to my favorite Christmas film is Fight Christmas. I'm so basic, but I love it. I absolutely love it. There's something about Bing Crosby's crooning voice and Vera Ellen and her perfect dancing and Rosemary Clooney. It's just so near and dear to my heart. It's a little bit Hallmarky, but Fräulein Elsa loves her Hallmark Christmas movies. So I love how Rosemary Clooney goes to bed and she has lipstick on and it's perfect. And she's crying and none of her makeup runs. And I know in the morning she's going to wake up and her pillow is going to be covered in makeup. We have a comment from Tommy Abbott saying Lady Catherine is his favorite Muppet. There we go.
It's true.
She's my favorite Muppet as well. But ladies, we haven't shown any of our songs yet other than Lady Mairin's verse to Tommy. I do believe it should be time to show a little bit of Lady Cecily and Áine. I think we have 2 particular songs from Montana.
I didn't even know there was video from Montana. I haven't seen this. I'm very excited.
Oh, that's amazing. So I'm
It was magical.
Rosaline to surprise us. Lady Rosaline, did you play one of the Montana girls too?
Since we keep talking about salty things.
Oh, yeah, this is very salty.
Yes,
We know from that earlier song we talked about.
So we're going to sing you a song. This is definitely if your children get this song, it's really not our fault.
It's about sailors.
It's about sailors. If they ask you, it's sailors.
People that sail on the sea. The ship sailed into harbor after 15 months at sea. The captain hit the tavern with his crew of 53. After drinking up their pay, they staggered through the town. But all the inns and public houses turned the sailors down. The captain said, "Fear not, me lads, you all can come with me. I live just round the corner and you all can stay for free." But when the captain's wife awoke upon the break of day, they say that you could hear her wailing clear to Botany Bay. Sailors, say you must. They said there's semen all around the bed and semen on the floor. There's semen in the bathroom and behind the closet door. There's semen in the fireplace and semen in the hall. Your living room is carpeted with semen wall to wall. There's semen in the entryway and semen on the stair. And best of all, there's even semen in me underwear. There's some behind the locker and beneath the table too. I do believe your semen got into me Irish stew. There's semen there in front of me and semen in the rear. My God, there's semen hanging from the chandelier. There's semen on the windowsill and semen in the yard. Your semen even left a stain upon the St. Bernard. Although I am a patient wife, 'tis more than I can bear to wake up in the morning with your semen in my hair. It'll never come out. I ne'er again do wish to see thee darken up my door. So clean up all your semen and come round my way no more. So clean up all your semen and come round my way no more.
That was so much fun. I had never ever seen. I will be 100% honest. I have actually never seen myself perform in Chase Treasure before. That was the first time I have ever seen myself perform. We were so good. Gosh darn it. We are very funny. This is a good group of women.
It sure is. And we could see each other plain as day without a screen in the middle. I miss those days.
Most definitely, we all do. But you know what? All of our ladies are wonderful singers. This is the reason why this group exists, because we have so much talent. And our Lady Morgan, who founded the group with Lady Rosalind and Lady Amanda, the original members, have expanded the group to go to so many festivals all around the country, which is why we have friends that are all over now. Friends in Wisconsin, friends in Los Angeles. Yes, if you did enjoy that and are enjoying this evening, please remember that we are doing this evening for tips. Just a tip. And put the tip in our virtual chest that you see below. PayPal.me/ChaseTreasure. Lady Áine is making sure she's boosted up for everyone to see. So put that in here. Here, I'll help. I'll join in.
Both in personality and in body.
Is this working? Am I pretty? Is this attractive to you?
My darling, you are still pretty. You are pretty in all
and
ways.
there's Lady Mairin's bosom.
This does
and
not
Lady
equal
Cecily,
pretty.
your sternum gives Lady Rosaline a run for her money. I think you may have competing sternums going on there. Beautiful
That's
color.
it.
Aw.
We're going to have a sternum off.
I have to admit, when I was younger, I was a dancer for some time. And I always was very jealous of the girls who naturally you could see their collarbone.
Mm.
And so that to me is the epitome of beauty. And the Lady Cecily right there. You have the most beautiful collarbone.
I do love my collarbones. My whole body just hangs off them.
And it supports everything too.
That's right, just holds everything up.
So ladies, now that you aren't performing with Chase Treasure on a regular basis, what kind of things are you doing? Do you have any new and exciting projects in the works?
I mean, in my normal day life, I actually would tour with Paul McCartney. That's a true story. I don't know if people who actually know me know this, but I work backstage and I do video. I'm a media server engineer for touring concerts. He's one of the artists I work with constantly. And unfortunately, live entertainment is dead at the moment. So, and that's all right. That's why, but now it means I get to be here with all of you lovelies. So yeah. But nowadays I'm mostly teaching virtually some music classes and making masks for people. I'll see if I can find one of mine. But, yeah.
Now, Lady Áine, do you play all the instruments I see behind you?
Yes, some of them better than others.
How many instruments do you play?
All of the ones that I see in front of me. It's a tricky question because I went to school for music and I have 2 degrees in music. So, and I mostly did instrumental music. So also taking a music ed course means you have to learn how to play every instrument so that you can teach it. So that is what I spent my time doing in college. And now I just focus on the more obscure instruments or the weirder instruments or the more world instruments that fewer people have because it's fun for me.
I do believe one of those instruments is the hammer dulcimer. Is that correct?
Oh, indeed. It is like the hammer dulcimer. I do play the hammer dulcimer amongst other instruments.
Well, I do believe we have a clip of you playing some hammer dulcimer. Would you mind if we share that with our fans?
Oh, please show it. It only has to be a little bit, but sure, please do.
Fräulein Elsa, Fräulein Elsa. I am Fräulein Elsa.
Now, question is, can any of you name that tune? It is a nerdy
but I
tune.
uploaded the video.
So I'm wondering, does anybody in the audience happen to know what it is? It is a very nerdy song. It is indeed Star Wars. It is the Force theme, also known as Binary Sunset.
It was so lovely.
Oh,
it was absolutely lovely.
Yeah.
Didn't sound it, even though you know it's Star Wars, because it's on the hammer dulcimer, it doesn't have that feel. I would love to see a Celtic version of Star Wars, like a Shakespearean Celtic Star Wars.
Twist my arm.
A true Jedi from Dan Hawkins. Well, Lady Cecily, you have another alternative life as well. I do believe you're incognito sometimes on screen.
Incognito what?
Not as Lady Cecily, but
yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. As they say, an actor. Yes, yes. I moved out to Los Angeles 3 years ago, and I've been a full-time performer out here, and it's been wonderful. It was a very scary decision, but it was a good one.
Absolutely. I have a lot of friends who live out in Los Angeles, and There've been some real hits and there've been some misses living out there.
It's not for everyone, and I don't mean that as a disparagement on the person. I feel like there's that statement, if you're bored in New York, it's your own fault. I feel in Los Angeles, if you're an asshole in Los Angeles, it's your own fault, because it is a city which indulges assholes, but to a certain extent. And I think that a lot of people sort of see that on the surface. But if you look deeper, there is a beautiful deepness and richness and history out here that I have never found in the other places I've lived in the country. I mean, there have been people living here for 50,000 years, and California is a place that is, really attempting to talk about that and acknowledge that that was a thing that happened, and people that lived here 50,000 years ago, their ancestors, they still live here, and that's so beautiful. And yeah, there's such a depth out here that I really, really, really love. So yes, when I'm not singing, sometimes I will pretend to be other people for money.
Well, Lady Cecily, I might have a surprise for you. I forgot to mention it to you before we started the show, but I went to your website.
Oh.
And I have a little clip of you portraying someone else in a television commercial.
Oh!
Would our fans like to see Lady Cecily as she appears on television? Lady Áine definitely does. Lady Fräulein, could you roll that beautiful green footage right now?
I think it's a great idea, Commissioner. I mean, it used to be opening day, not opening days.
Hot dog! Opening day is back. Go out and tell it to the world, guys.
Mrs. Reynolds? Hi, this is Hall of Famer Johnny Bench calling to let you know that March 29th is Major League Baseball's opening day, and you've been selected to take the afternoon off. Yeah, sure, I can hold.
For the first time in 50 years, you're going to be here to work? We are talking about the national pastime. Go and fire up the grill.
I'm not coming into the office on March 29th!
Who's the boss?
I'm the boss!
Opening day is March 29th. It's not technically a national holiday, but it damn well should be. Who wants a hot dog?
Thanks, friends. You've helped Kingsford and MLB take back opening day.
That was so much fun.
That was quite fantastic.
That was, actually... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I just saw that somebody mentioned this, so I thought I'd bring it out.
Oh, look at that! Oh!
This exists. Forsooth, this exists.
Oh my That's God. Amazing. Is it good?
I mean, no. But it's quite fun. If you like Shakespeare and you like Star Wars, I think it's quite worth your time to read. It's quite fun.
A friend of the group, one of our former merch boys, is also very closely related to Lady Catherine, is a high school drama teacher. And he did a production of the Scottish play as though it was in Star Wars. So with lightsabers and everything.
No.
That sounds a very fun way of hearing the Scottish play.
I love that.
It's very ingenious. And it's definitely a way to relate to the younger people, because Star Wars, even though it has been around since the 1970s, it's still very relevant today, especially with The Mandalorian and all of the new series that have come out. The children just loved it. Oh. So, Lady Cecily, I absolutely adore that commercial. I love the fact that you get bleeped out by the Kingsford charcoal. And I love actually the cinematography on it, the person who decided that they were going to focus in on that little tiny grill on the desk.
It was very fun to shoot, and I am in my other life, I am quite a big baseball fan. So the fact that I got to do it with Big Papi with David Ortiz, I was very excited about. He is so nice. He's just genuine and sweet and very large. That the high five, my hand maybe came to there when I high-fived him. But he was so sweet, and he kept, because we were behind those dividers, in between takes, he kept just popping over the top and going, and then going back down and go, and just doing faces. Very nice man. And I'm glad he got shot not that long ago. And
I do remember that.
And he's made a full recovery and he's fine. And it was great to watch. I watched the World Series this year and he was one of the announcers and it was great. But I shot that commercial while I was performing at the Florida Renaissance Fair.
Oh, my goodness. Was it filmed in Florida then?
It was, in Miami.
That's wonderful. So it wasn't that far.
No.
Oh, someone's got a message. I don't know who, but someone did.
Evidently, Microsoft needs to be updated.
My Microsoft,
aren't we all?
Updated, and I ignore it every single time. So, ladies, I know we practiced singing a live song before the show. Do you think we should show our fans what we can do with a little bit of caviar? A little bit of a
Why
song?
not?
I would love to.
I need to pull out my little book. It's been so long since we performed live. I'm not sure which caviar verse I have to use.
I also had to pull out my little notebook just in case.
Especially since I'm singing the first verse, I realized I'm suggesting this, and then I'm like, I'm not prepared in this.
That's all right. We can cover for you because that's what friends do. You know, sometimes we cover like this when you're getting dressed, right? Oh, she's getting dressed. Don't look. Other times,
I did get dressed.
She's getting lace. She's yeah. Other times, it's just with words.
Oh, now we're going to use what's called Star Wars verses, yes?
I have a Star Wars verse as my one of my.
There you are. Oh, right, I do have a Star Wars verse. I forgot.
Okay,
we are doing two, yes?
Yeah, going through, we're doing two, yeah.
All right, good.
Let's get this started. Let's get this thing on the road, yes?
Indeed.
Caviar comes from a virgin sturgeon.
A virgin sturgeon's a mighty fine fish.
No good sturgeon wants to be a virgin.
That's why caviar's a very rare dish.
I gave caviar to Han Solo while at the cantina. He did say he took me back to the Millennium Falcon and rode me to a galaxy far, far away. Caviar comes from a virgin sturgeon. Virgin sturgeon's a mighty fine fish. No good sturgeon but to be a virgin. That's why caviar's a very rare dish.
I gave caviar to Chewbacca. We'd argue over who gets pinned. One thing now I know for certain, always let the Wookiee win. Caviar comes from a virgin sturgeon. A virgin sturgeon's a mighty fine fish. No good sturgeon wants to be a virgin. That's why caviar's a very rare dish.
I gave caviar to a Jedi. He sailed the galaxy near and far. First I turned on his lightsaber, then he blew up my Death Star. Caviar comes from a virgin sturgeon. A virgin sturgeon's a mighty fine fish. No good sturgeon wants to be a virgin. That's why caviar's a very rare dish.
I didn't know we were doing Star Wars. That's okay. I'll make something up. I had a crush on Han Solo, but then I grew up. Caviar comes from virgin sturgeon. Virgin sturgeon's a very fine fish. No good sturgeon wants to be a virgin. That's why caviar's a very rare dish.
You didn't have to do a Star Wars verse.
I gotta go with the group.
It was still fantastic. I love it.
I'm going to switch to a different fandom. I'm going to go with Star Wars Trek next.
All right.
I gave caviar to Mr. Sulu navigating Enterprise. I asked him to read my star chart. All he could say was, "Oh my." Caviar comes from a virgin sturgeon. Virgin sturgeon's a mighty fine fish. No good sturgeon but to be a virgin. That's why caviar's a very rare dish.
I gave caviar to a Yeti. That would make him want to pounce. Now I do this every winter. Caviar makes the bubble bounce. Caviar comes from a virgin sturgeon. A virgin sturgeon's a mighty fine fish. No good sturgeon wants to be a virgin. That's why caviar is a very rare dish.
I gave caviar to a redcoat, showed him new ways to have fun. He asked me where I learned to work it. Immigrants, we get the job done. What? Caviar comes from a virgin sturgeon. A virgin sturgeon's a mighty fine fish. No good sturgeon wants to be a virgin. That's why caviar's a very rare dish.
I gave caviar to a chandler, wanted to be more than friends. We kept it going till the morning. Now I burn from both my ends. Caviar comes from a virgin sturgeon. Virgin sturgeon's a very fine dish. No good sturgeon wants to be a virgin. That's why caviar's a very rare dish.
That's why
caviar's very rare dish. Olé!
And that's why we don't do live songs.
Live is very difficult over the Zoomies.
It is. Bubble Bounce is the best verse ever.
Thank you. I wrote it about 5 minutes ago. So
Lady Áine wrote that just before the show.
And I love my Bumble. I love my Bumble and he loves me.
Oh,
he does. Get down.
How does he love you is the question. Thank you.
How doesn't he love me?
That's okay. You like Wookiees. You like Bumble. You apparently have a thing, Lady Áine, for furry creatures. Anything with evil?
She does like a bearded man.
Depends.
The ladies,
Just a little bit.
It's a good time to mention the fact that as we are getting to the last few minutes of the show, which makes me so sad. I absolutely have enjoyed getting to know all of you during this evening's activities. But it feels like it's a good time to mention again that we are working for tips this evening. So please put more tips in our chests, virtual and otherwise, that you might see. And we want to thank our sponsor. Thank you, Lady Rosaline, for reminding me. I don't typically do this format where we're interviewing, and I've gotten so engaged with our fans. I have forgotten to mention our sponsor, the Gilded Lily.
Gilded Lily!
Victorian treasures and Renaissance luxuries. Why be good when you can be gilded? I have my own Victorian, Gilded Lily hat, but it is downstairs. I forgot to bring it up with me tonight, so it's just the braids this evening. I know that they are the sort of unofficial hat maker of Chase Treasure, so many of our ladies wear Gilded Lily head adornments on a regular basis, and we love them. They have sponsored so many of our shows. Please check out their website, check out their Facebook, check out all of their items. It is the holidays coming up. Please purchase from them if you are interested in hats and other baubles.
There is not a human on earth who would not be overjoyed to receive a hat from Gilded Lily. It is a foolproof present.
Most definitely. Lady Arabella, thank you, gildedlilystudio.com. Lady Arabella wore one for our Halloween, or she wore one for Halloween, not for our episode, but it is this massive creation. It's like, it wouldn't even be in the screen with me right now. It's this tall and this round and all of the chiffon and various fabrics. It's immersive. It is an experience.
It's immersive.
Most definitely. But if you're looking at gifts for the holidays, please also consider purchasing one of our CDs. We have 4 CDs available. We have our original CD, Chased Treasure, self-titled. Our second CD, Questionably Chased, which is also questionably safe for work. Our third CD, Slippery Win Wit. It's very witty, just like us. And our fourth and most recent CD, Ho 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 Ho! Irreverent Revelry, a Chase Treasure Holiday. That CD features a lot of the songs that we are going to have in our next episode. And if you purchase the CDs by going to our website, emailing us at chasetreasure@gmail.com with your choice, with $15 plus $4 shipping, or we can also do digital downloads. You mention a lady's name, any one of these lovely ladies, or any of our ladies, and they will get a cut of that purchase. So please purchase CDs for your loved ones. You show love by giving them Chase Treasure music.
And you mentioned that your newest CD is Ho Ho Ho, but don't you also have a show coming up?
We do. Next 2 weeks from now. So on December the 11th will be our Christmas extravaganza show. And it will feature 15 of our treasures.
Amazing.
Lots of videos.
That's so many.
That's a lot of treasure.
More treasure than I know what to do with. December 11th from 8 to 10 p.m.
I have a few ideas.
And what kind of ideas are those?
Go on.
Well,
they involve collarbones and sternums.
Eventually.
Cecily, you know what I like?
We did spend a lot of time in a carriage together, did we not?
Oh, indeed we did. We also saw the ground splooge up gloriously.
We did.
Go to Old Faithful.
We did.
We did. On our way to Montana.
It was just as amazing as you think it is. I felt like a little child. It was so great.
There is so much more of this country that I have yet to see. And I feel like Montana, I saw part of Montana when I visited a friend last summer, but there's so much that I haven't seen yet. And I'm very envious of those of you that did the Montana Fair.
It's beautiful.
To Wisconsin, I need cheese. A charcuterie board. Definitely. Well, ladies, since we only have a few minutes left, I also want to have us play one more song for our fans from the Montana.
Okay.
So since you haven't seen any of this, it's all brand new to you. So, Lady Rosaline, roll that beautiful bean footage.
They don't tell you that when you're growing up. They say, here, put this on. You'll never fit in anything again. So maybe we can give them a little bit of how we say.
I got pearls and diamonds on my wrist.
Oh, indeed.
100 more on my dress and my earrings. 'Cause I only get the best. These pretty things are just part of the finery.
Oh, what a laugh it is. Polo teams, cricket games, ice coaches of big swans, fox hunts, falconry, pheasants on a gold chain, it's all there. All of us have expensive tastes. Just take a look at our fur cloaks, new shoes, 6 maidens to dress me, bourgeois gold leaf, 1,000 ships in my name, it's all there.
And so are we, 'cause we belong, 'cause we're actually royals, royal. It's a part of our court, golfing with the Duke of York. Our family tree, it does not fork, and I am your ruler. You can call me gentry, and we will all rule, 'cause it is our destiny. My friends and I wear lots of gold. Yep. I've forgotten just how much I own in the country. Servants, merchants, clergy know to respect our rules, 'cause it's divine right to see. Oh, what a life it is. Polo teams, cricket games, ice sculptures of big swans, fox hunts, falconry, pheasants on a gold plate, it's all there. All of us have expensive taste. Just take a look at our fur cloaks, new shoes, 6 maidens to dress me, bourgeois gold leaf, 1,000 ships in my name, it's all there. And so are we, 'cause we belong, 'cause we're actually royals, royal. It's a part of our court, golfing with the Duke of York. Our family tree, it does not fork, and I'm your ruler, ruler. You can call me gentry, and we will all rule, 'cause it is our destiny. Oh, 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 I've got cousins that I've never seen, and I'm related to the Queen. RuPaul? Oh, oh, you know that I can't complain. We've got what it takes to reign, 'cause we're actually royals, royals. It's a part of our court, golfing with the Duke of York. Our family tree, it does not fork. And I'm your ruler. You can call me Gentry, and we will all rule, 'cause it is our destiny.
That was amazing. And Lady Áine and Lady Cecily, it was coming up in our private chat in the back. And this was your one and only weekend performing with Chase Treasure.
Oh, indeed it was.
This is
Cheers.
most definitely a rare and lost treasures evening tonight. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you to our fans for joining us. And thank you to you ladies for joining me.
Hi, thank you for having us. It was fantastic.
Fans,
It was
please
an absolute
remember-
pleasure.
Oh, thank you. Remember that we do have our virtual tip chest open at paypal.me/chasetreasure. There are all of those various different items available for purchase. It is Black Friday. Tomorrow is Small Business Saturday. Remember, we are small businesses. We are independent artists and musicians. So purchase those
Especially
backstage-
Cecily.
Yes.
Don't rub it in. Look, Red's due in 3 days, all right? I don't need you reminding me.
So please put into that virtual tip chest. Remember, being fake rich is not cheap. So for these lovely garb you see this evening, please remember that we have rent bills to pay. Also, please look at those purchases for the holidays. Tomorrow being Small Business Saturday, today being Black Friday. Those backstage passes are available, both the virtual and the physical backstage pass. Those verses, like Lady Mairin blessed us with earlier today, are also available for purchase. You can purchase a verse that's just written, a purchase that's videotaped, a purchase that's videotaped in garb. There are multiple options. And there's our CDs available for purchase, as well as our website, spreadshirt.com, where you can purchase merchandise. Shirts that say questionably chased or look me in the eye when you bang me. All of those are available for your favorite Chase Treasure fan and for the new fans that we're trying to gain in the new year. Share the love. Show them how much you love Chase Treasure and make them love us too.
We have some real good t-shirts.
Real
That's
love.
some real good
True
fans.
story.
We have some delightful fans.
They do.
Yeah.
And they can wear us if they buy the t-shirt.
In a non-creepy way. You know what? You do you.
Ladies, I've really appreciated having you here this evening. So one more toast. Does somebody have a toast to share?
To those who've come before us, to those who will come after us, and to those who come because of us.
Oh. I was going to use a different word in that thing.
Cecily knows how to get it done. That is the truth. I do know this from her.
I'm just very old. I've just been around a very long time.
Being set in your ways can be a good thing. It means you know your ways.
True enough. Oh, Rev Tommy Abbott, thank you. He'll drink to that. And we drink to you, our fans. Happiest of Thanksgivings. We look forward to seeing you again in 2 weeks for our Christmas extravaganza on December 11th. It has been a pleasure having you all here this evening. Once again, I am Fräulein Elsa von Bern. With her
I am Lady Áine from Ireland.
I'm Lady Mairin from Ireland.
And I'm Lady Cecily from Nottinghamshire.
And together we are Chase
Treasure!
Huzzah! Have a lovely weekend.